Blessings, my beautiful souls. So I've been a bit sick of late with COVID and my heart complications, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Excuse me for my croaky voice. I just wanted to bring you a little bit closer to some of my favorite little accessories when it comes to my tarot addiction. When I get a tarot deck or an oracle deck or a Lenormand deck, sometimes the boxes are a bit flimsy. Excuse me. In which case, I turn to Moonlit Fae. And she does such an incredible job on creating beautiful little storage solutions for all different kinds of decks. Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand, Kipper, you name it, playing cards, whatever it may be. She has multiple shapes and sizes, and I have started building a collection of them because I have many of my older decks have more flimsier kinds of boxes because of the nature of it. These days decks are printed with fairly sturdy boxes, but there is still the odd one that comes with a more, flimsier tuck box, in which case these are a perfect solution. I like to decant my decks as well, and sometimes I will take one of my favorite working decks that I've got for that particular season, tuck it in one of these, and then put it in my handbag. And because they are so well crafted and well padded, I know that they are not going to get damaged. I'm a little bit careful with my decks. I'm not a huge riffle shuffler at all, and I like to make sure that my decks are really well cared for and are always protected. But I also like to make sure that I have a deck on me. Now, even when I have a deck in a tin, I will still pop it in a bag because I have had issues in the past, and I've learned from the mistakes of other people where, a water bottle can go awry, the water will still seep into a tin box, and cards will get damaged. In which case, this over the top of a box will wick away any kind of moisture, and huzzah, we have a very well protected deck. I'm very big on making sure that I treat my oracular tools with the utmost respect and make sure that all of my decks are cozy, safe, and sound, because at the end of the day, decks are made of, cardstock. Cardstock can easily become damaged. Moisture can damage it. Just any kind of haphazard spillage can damage it. The little sticky fingers of children can damage it, and so on and so forth. So I despise it when I have a damaged deck. Anyways, very long intro, but I wanted to show you these beautiful little Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand, and Kipper card storage solutions. That's what you would call them. I wouldn't call them a bag because they're more like a wallet. These are magnetic. They are so high quality. It is very thick. It is very, very thick, and the internal material is just absolutely precious and usually a contrast, and so it clips shut like so. This is embroidered. Look at that beautiful embroidered moon. Absolutely gorgeous. And because she does it in all different shapes and sizes and all different materials, I even have one that sort of compares to my bone stone, which I love. But look at how beautiful this is. This one in particular is gorgeous because you can lay out your cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. Tuck the cards in this pocket right here, which can be accessed from the inside like so. And then you fold it back up with your deck in it, and it has that little feature there for you. And again, very, very, very thick, just so sturdy, so quilted in a way. I absolutely love these larger bags because I do like to take my decks out and about with me. it's important that I have a surface in which to lay my decks on. I no longer have children in nappies, and this is relevant because I used to use my nappy wipes to wipe down tables and then a tissue to dry down the table prior to me laying out some cards. But I don't have that in my bag anymore because my kids are grown. So something like this has become my best friend, and I have a couple like this, one in which I store my Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore and Ali Fell. Look at this gorgeous one. This is a nice black interior. But we have such a gorgeous selection of fabrics, and that's what I really love about Moonlit Fae's collection, is just the gorgeous array of fabric that she goes for. We've got some runes, we've got an occult hand, we've got a Ouija board. They're just so fun. And I even use these bags to store some of my magical oils. When I'm, you know, in the mood to be extra witchy, I put some of my witchy supplies and tuck that into my handbag, and that's what I do. And Moonlit Fae has them in all different shapes and sizes. Like, these are relatively the same, but a little bit different. This one here is a little bit wider and a little bit shorter. So all shapes and sizes, which is what I really love. I love this fabric. There's something about this black and white kind of beautiful mothy. Oh, I just love it. This one here is one of my favorite patterns. Look at that. It's got books on it. I really wish she would also do book sleeves, because I'm a big fan of book sleeves. I like to keep my books as protected as I do my tarot. And so I hope she upgrades to like Kindle covers and book sleeves as well, because I'm here for it, Moonlit Fae. That's just my little suggestion. Nothing crazy. But these fit my Margaret Peterson tarot because they're quite wide, and some of my duck soup decks as well because they're quite, you know, wide and robust like so. So you need to have, you know, various sizes. Here we have another one, another pattern. I think these are roughly the same size. Yes, these are more or less the same. And again, will suit a much larger deck. I love the inside of this. It's like old world faded paper. But they've got a really good dimension to them, so they'll fit really thick decks as well. And I just love the quality. Honestly, I used to put my decks, this is well back in the day, in these little satin drawstring bags, and they would get warped and damaged. And I quickly learned that it's better to buy silk wraps and wrap them up like that so that they're cushioned on all angles, but that creates a really bulky kind of, I don't know, wrapping, whereas this, it's protected on all corners. So nice and thick. Like, these corners are like legit thick. I like a good quality product. I'm a Taurus, so I need it to be quality. You know what I mean? I know that you know what I mean. I shouldn't have to explain myself so in depth. This is more a Lenormand style deck. Look at how cute this is. It's almost iridescent, really. She's done such a great job on choosing her fabrics so very well. Nice little starscape on the inside. Perfect for a tiny little Lenormand. Perfect for a few little oils. Perfect for a few spell ingredients, a little candle. You know, multi-purpose. A multi-purpose baggie is exactly what I need. This gorgeous little one. I love the fabric of this. It's housing my old style Lenormand. Isn't this a gorgeous little Lenormand? Isn't it beautiful? Just love it. I think it's such a cute little deck. I'm not terribly proficient with Lenormand, but I am learning. And it takes me, I like to spend a lot of time learning something. I've been learning Lenormand for a few years now, but I'm nowhere near as comfortable with Lenormand as I am with tarot, but I still have started collecting some decks. Now, this one here is one of my most interesting collections because what we have here is two bags that fold and clasp. You've got this side right here, and you've got this side right here. Now this is perfect. I rotate. This bag is one that I use in rotation. So when I'm out and about, I put a tarot deck and an oracle deck in this. So I use both at the same time, and that works a treat because it's quite a large bag as well. It will fit even larger style tarot decks, but it perfectly fits a rock pool or a blue angel oracle deck as well. So I've tried and tested that one. This one right here, what have we got in it? Yes, my Green Witch Tarot. So I've got beautiful Rider-Waite. I should technically have a Rider-Waite in here. Lord knows I have so many different versions of the Rider-Waite, but I've decided to put my Green Witch. Remember this deck, folks? Green Witch Tarot by Anne Moira. Very witchy, very cute. I would describe it as cute. I've used this one recently and rather enjoyed it. So that's a standard Llewellyn size, and it will fit a standard Llewellyn size. And that's one of the smaller bags. To give you some context, that's a larger one. So there you go. See, you've got that clear outer edge. So the other ones will fit quite bigger bags. And this is the tiniest one. This is her little Moonlit Fae sticker. ×2. And you can support Moonlit Fae on Patreon, which I think is gorgeous. So she does quite a lot. Look at the internals of this gorgeous little bag. This is one of my favorites. This would actually, if it was a little bit bigger, I would put my, oh, what is that one? Totally forgot the name of the deck. Just totally blanked on the name of a deck. I just know I have the gingham edition of it. Anyway, very pin-up style deck. I can't remember the name of it. It's really quirky. It's really cute. But if it was bigger, it would fit. So this is a great one for magical condition oils, a little crystal pouch, little spell bottle, that kind of thing. So it's always nice to have a little bit of a storage solution, a more witchy sort of aesthetic style storage solution for my decks, my oils, my witchiness. I want her to do book sleeves next and a Kindle cover as well. And hey, if she wants to move into something like a bookmark of some description, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. When I find a creator that does something so well, I want her to create more, or they to create more, or he, she, them, they, there to create more. So there we have it. I just thought that I would share some of my storage solutions for tarot decks, witchy items, and so on and so forth. So you can follow Moonlit Fae online. She privatized her Instagram because people were consistently cloning her accounts, and she just got sick to death of it. But she does have a website, she does have a Patreon, she does have an Instagram, and she does incredible work. So remember the name, Moonlit Fae. And thank you for just letting me chill out with you as I recover from COVID. It's hard to just sit here and even talk to a camera at the moment because my chest is so heavy. But thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. See ya.